Yeah, so it's a bit humid today, but it's not bad. It's actually nice down in the Lily Creek. It's got a bit of shade, as you can see. Just got buzzed by another plane. It was about 2 in 2 minutes. So I reckon they've moved the flight path to just over here. There's another one coming now, I think. Well, no, it might be that one. Yeah, quite busy sometimes. So it's hard to pick it, but yeah, it's nice. Look at that, the red there, it's good. My plants aren't doing too well now. I think I only got a couple of pieces of fruit from the green peppers. I had about, it must have been about 4 or 5 plants, and I think only maybe half a dozen actually. I think only 2 of them, actually I think only 1 of them actually produced the fruit. It was the largest plant. I don't know if they're annuals, but they're not looking particularly healthy right now. I forgot to water yesterday. I just felt really lethargic yesterday. Spent a lot of time playing a computer game I'm totally obsessed with. It's the only computer game I play. It's called Civilization, and it's on the 6th version of that game. It's been developed over a period of, it must be about 15 years now, and the graphics have improved, but the one thing that doesn't improve is the AI. It's hopeless. Artificial intelligence has got a long way to go as far as that game's concerned. But yeah, I'm pretty obsessed with it, and so I spent the greatest proportion of the day doing that rather than anything productive, which is pretty poor. Should have been doing some YouTube stuff. I haven't done any editing on YouTube for ages, so I thought I'd just do. Here's another plane. Yeah, there is another plane. There you go. They're coming thick and fast. Maybe there's an invasion on. An airlift. There you go. That's how low they go. It's yeah, 3 in a row. You know, in a space of say 5 to 7 minutes. Anyway, the Monday's test of the scooter was good. There's just a couple little glitches, but there's nothing I can't work out. I know now how it works, and if I find it's running a bit sluggish, just turn off the power and then just do a reset, and it's fine. It's disappointing I don't have the proper manual for it though, because I've got the LED display, but I don't really know what it's displaying. It sort of does say trip on one of them, and a couple of other little things. It's got one screen just for error. I don't know what that's for. Maybe it's a clearing screen, I'm not sure. But it is a bit disappointing that they obviously haven't included the right manual, if they do have the right manual for this particular scooter. Well, being a no-name one, you know, I got it cheaper than that really heavy lead acid battery variety machine, so you know, I saved myself $150 or so on that, I think, and I'll be getting a lot longer life out of this one, I think, as time goes by, because lithium-ion battery, which is has much more recharges. Not only more recharges, but you can top it up, and it's a bit difficult. I think with lead acid you've got to basically drain them or something. It's a bit more of a hassle with those old style batteries, and apparently they're the same batteries, the lead acid batteries they're using in the mini cars that they're building over 1 million a year in China, and most of them are just 2-door jobs from what I can gather, but they're cheapest chips are about $1,000 for the cheapest variety. So I think most of the models are between $1,000 and $1,500. So, you know, a lot of Chinese can afford that now. So they're doing well in the rural towns apparently. But when we say rural towns, but in China, you could be talking about a city of 10 million people. That's still a rural centre. Because a friend of mine, he actually stayed there for a while in one of those towns, and he said no one spoke English at all. But yeah, it's a bit humid. My energy levels are a little bit better. I'm feeling a bit better than I did a few weeks back. Yeah, I heard on the radio today, oh jeez, the wind's caught up again. As soon as I turn the GoPro on, the wind comes up again. Typical. And I think there's another plane coming by. Oh my God. Anyway, yeah, I heard on the radio today, apparently there's been a lot of imported electric scooters into Auckland, and apparently there's a spate of claims for injuries as a consequence of people riding those scooters. I presume that they're the ones that have caused the accident. They didn't go into any great detail, but for some reason it's a big deal in Auckland, but not in provincial New Zealand. So I hope not too much of that occurs, because then you know it's going to happen. The authorities are going to clamp down with more restrictions on the use, and that's really unfair to someone like me, because I'm not intending to. I don't think I can really race it faster than 20 k's anyway, and I'll be going down this sort of a track most of the time because it's less stressful for me too. I don't like going on normal footpaths, especially in the CBD, because it's just too many idiots there can run into you, like the guy who just came out of the car park without looking. That's just the sort of crap you get on the footpaths. So but I'm not going to go on the road, because I don't, that's dumb. It's not a vehicle I'm using for that at all. It's just going to be like a mobility scooter with a little bit more. I don't know, it's got more zip actually. Those things can move pretty fast and they're pretty heavy. My scooter is actually less of a hazard because it doesn't weigh that much. It's only 21 kilos. Although it feels a lot more when you've got to lug the thing up 3 flights of stairs to where I live. That's another reason I don't go out with it all the time and do the walking. But today it really is because of the weather, the changeable weather. It's a little cooler out. Definitely, I think the change is on. And I'm just heading down to Woolworths to get myself a frozen turkey. I've been putting this off and I better get it done today. But it's actually not too bad at the moment. It feels reasonably pleasant walking down here. Not as hot as it was an hour or two ago. So as long as the heavens don't open up, I'll be okay. But I might get caught in a bit of a rainstorm, so I'll play it by ear, see how we go. If the weather starts to look really ugly, I'll just go straight back home. But we'll just see how it goes. It's big. The hospital up here is gigantic. Anyway, I was going to talk about Malcolm Turnbull. God, that man is a sleazebag. He definitely shows greater alliance towards the ALP than the Liberals, and he's certainly done the dirty on Scott Morrison, who he was supposed to be his great mate. Well, with mates like Turnbull, I think you're better off not having any friends. Turnbull's one of his proteges, Julia Banks, who's the MP for Victoria, who decided not to recontest the election. She's basically just pulled the plug like Malcolm has and left the party even further in the lurch. Just no loyalty whatsoever. And they're birds of a feather. And apparently, Malcolm Turnbull is very chummy with Bill Shorten. Any wonder he did such an abysmal job running the election campaign, where the Liberals just snuck in after he'd knifed Abbott. He's just poison. Just a toxic individual. He'd make a great villain in any drama, but unfortunately he's not a fictional character. He's real, and he's just loathsome as an individual. Just he's the last person you'd want in a trench next to you when you're fighting for your life. You would not be able to back him, that's for sure. Please consider subscribing to my channel if you think there's anything there of use to you, or entertainment, or whatever. And either do that or give me a thumbs up, or if you're feeling really energetic, do both. That'd be great. But please don't ignore me. That's the worst thing you can do on YouTube, is be ignored.